Howdy folks, Justin here. Today we're hopping on the ladder with Illusory Dagoths. This is the deck that got us from rank 4 to rank 3. It was really successful. I made a few small changes to the list that I did there, and I think I just improved it, but I mean, historically, I've not been a great gauge of that, because sometimes I'm just like, oh, well, this card's funny, I want to play this, and then I go down these weird rabbit holes, which is kind of how I started this deck in the first place, because I was like, man, how great would it be if Illusory Mimic hit Dagoth? That's how we started off. Let's rock and roll. Our opponent is Lone Exile, the Naravarine, and they are rocking Halalu. They have the ring. Throw Dagoth back, throw Candlehearth Brawler back. There's a lot of charge in this deck. A lot of charge. Our goal, of course, is to just hit absolutely massive Dagoth or Illusory Mimics. So depending on what kind of Redoran deck, our opponent is on, we can either Evermore Steward or Stormcloak Vanguard.
May we serve you with every word.
Prophecy. Cleric of Kine. Could still be Conscription. I think I'm into this because it opens up the ability for me to Stormcloak and Nord Firebrand into it next turn if for some reason that's the right play. We might appear to be a Dagoth Conscription deck right now or something like that.
We'll hold no matter what.
Okay. Candlehearth Brawler will be good. For right now,
Must take back.
smash into this and pass the turn. Might Candlehearth Brawler this next turn. Might develop Stormcloak Battalion. We're just waiting to turn 6 when we can drop ourselves a mini Dagother, an Illusory Dagother. Sure.
For the warrior wife.
So, this play makes itself.
Easy as hunting a red schemer in the snow.
Just using these, we're playing kind of as the reactive deck, the control deck right now. I think that's okay. Might have to take a turn off to... This is perfect. Well, actually, Cliff Racer is perfect here, right? Oh, Steel Scimitar. Okay, so a 2-drop would be a good draw. Corner Club Gambler. Let's just develop the Cliff Racer. Continue to get some value trades in here. Now, we don't go particularly big. Although, you know what I can do?
For the warrior wife.
I can Corner Club, pitch the Nord Firebrand, play Halalu Sharpshooter, trade into that. I'm not sure that's a great move. My other options are Rapid Shot, this, Daggerfall Mage, doesn't really change anything. So I'm just going to drop this, trade into this. We are starting to take some damage. We have a number of drain creatures in the deck. We haven't taken that much damage yet, and our opponent's obviously a pretty aggressive list. It actually does not look like they are a conscription deck. That's interesting.
For the warrior wife.
Drop us an Evermore Steward. Sharpshooter is going to be great with this. In fact, we just clear their board. Or we save the Territorial Viper for that. So we develop the Ash Berserker. Halalu Sharpshooter. This, which kills it. Now we draw a card. And it's another Ash Berserker. They'll trade into this. And if they go Shadow Lane with their replacement creature, we'll Evermore Steward. If they go Field Lane, we will Territorial Viper it. You just saw a silence effect. You know I'm running them.
I only need one shot.
Okay, sure. So we'll get some good Evermore Steward value here. And I think I want to develop 2 3s.
I stand ready.
By the 8th, they will meet their makers.
I'm going to give him the opportunity to trade into this. Actually, no.
Care to make a
I am going to
friendly
discard the
wager?
Aldrune Arms Master. I still kind of want to encourage them to put guys over here so that I can Territorial Viper this nonsense out of the way.
They missed their shot.
Hey, kitty. What's going on, Jazargo? No play. Alright, well, we got some pretty good draws here. Clockwork Scorpion is going to be great to help keep us in this game.
Gall and pox.
Mistake.
I think we just... Let's develop the freebooter.
Have they been keeping safe for this one?
Just in case we draw a creature that triggers it.
There's only so much
Play that.
honor can allow.
This looks pretty solid. I don't think they're a conscription deck. I mean, unless they've just drawn none of their conscriptable creatures. I think they're just a mid-range type deck. Sure. Now I think we take a turn off to develop this. We drew something good. It triggered twice. Is it Dagoth? It is Dagother! Alright.
This one takes what he wants.
Cool. What's going on, Lone Exile?
Let's see what you've got.
Oh, Iliac Sorcerer, that's nice. We didn't even see an Illusory Mimic, but we are
They
kicking
missed their
ass.
shot.
Goblin Skulkaroo. So we have 7, 9, 13, 19. We are off of lethal, so let's just kill some stuff. I don't feel like we need to give him any more cards. We're going to play Dagother next turn. Actually, maybe because we're... Yeah, because we don't... If they are running conscription and they've just had the worst draw of their lives, we don't need to poke them anymore. That only trades with that, which has gotten us no value, but I think that's okay. We're taking the control player's approach to what is definitely a mid-range deck.
Your powers
I slay the unworthy.
Oh yeah, I'll block the assassin. Alright, so let's do this.
This one takes what he wants.
You bet on the wrong side.
Gall and pox. They missed their shot.
Oh man.
Let's do this.
Well, looks like you chose the wrong religion.
Are you any parting words?
We'll be back right back with another one. Alright, we're back for a second game with Illusory Dagoths. This is the deck that tries to use Illusory Mimic to create tiny little Dagoth-ers for half the cost. It's a charge deck. And like, I know this is like out of character for me. In fact, somebody when I was playing this the other day said that I had been tricked. I had been tricked into playing a control deck. Or I'm sorry, into playing an aggro deck. I don't think this is an aggro deck necessarily. I don't think I keep Rapid Shot against Telvanni. We just played it like a control deck. That was pretty nice. I really like Ruthless Freebooter here because I wasn't planning on playing this on 3, and I'll have 2 goes of giving it some magic keywords.
Welcome,
And
friend.
they're going right into the Shadow Lane, which is actually a little disappointing because I'm gonna almost certainly trade off my guy if I can.
Luck to your house.
Okay.
Could have been more wood.
It's conscription. What are you gonna do?
What have we here?
Alright, there's a Ruthless Freebooter. So I would not have gotten keywords last turn. Opponent is going to get a couple good conscriptions in. They're definitely a couple good rallies in. I'm sorry, they're definitely a conscription deck.
I will cut your
Out. And freebooter into sharpshooter, or yeah, freebooter into sharpshooter looks real good.
I smell the stench of the living.
Okay. I don't care if they gain life. I am gonna go into this lane, which is where we should be. Anyway.
I only need one shot.
My scales moving shadow.
And yeah, go about my business. I can Candle Hearth into this next turn.
You must be cleansed.
Shadowfin Priest on that
Wrong place
again
for a
directly
midnight
into
stroll.
Shadowfin and breaking the ring. Okay. Stormcloak Vanguard. Does that change anything? I can play 3 2-drops. Or
They
I
missed
think I like
their
this
shot.
more.
The Nords must take back
They're just gonna. Hey, kitty. They're just gonna recklessly play like this. The problem is, though, is that because the conscription exists, and I took Unstoppable Rage out of this deck, there's no punish for playing like a moron. But we have enough charge creatures in our deck that we should be able to get there. I have faith. Draw an Illusory Mimic next turn and go bonkers with it.
Rise, my servant.
Sure, for an assassin or a Barrow Stalker.
I slay the unworthy.
Again,
Do the
it doesn't really matter, I guess, when you're playing these kinds of decks. I do have Telvos Magister, which is interesting. I wish I had 8 Magicka. Could try to find something to pair.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
Well, I mean, I did draw something I can play, I guess. And it is a good one, because then I can develop this.
easy as
This
hunting a
one
red
takes what he
schemer in the
wants.
snow. Solid
Time to fight of all to evil.
They missed
So
their
we're way
shot.
ahead in resources, but he has an I win button in his deck. And we are already at 21. Again, we find ourselves playing it like a control deck. The cards I took out when I made the changes made it less of a control deck. I took out Unstoppable Rage, Elusive Schemer, and something else. Okay, well, this turn plays itself.
guard awaits.
You will die where
Smash.
They missed their shot.
We obey.
Telvos.
perhaps we can help one another.
Do they run Ice Storm in their deck? Probably.
They've no move we can't anticipate.
Looking for it, I guess. They are close to conscription. Harpy on one of my 5 power creatures. Sure. A Mummify on my Telvos. Okay. Some more reach.
They missed their shot.
Sovereign guard
I will
awaits.
cut your purse and your throat.
I think I Telvos.
Perhaps we can help one another.
Time to fight.
Hit for an extra 1. They can conscription in 2 turns. I might be able to kill them before then.
So predictable. What have we here?
Dig in. Yep.
We must count on our wits.
Okay, so they're not going to conscription next turn, but they might Ice Storm. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16. We are 1 off lethal.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
We
They
will drop
missed
that.
their shot.
Fires of Alduin.
I will cut your purse. Sorry it had to come to this.
See what we get. We get guard. We get ward. So I have a Telvos, Magister, or... Oh no, the only creature with keywords in the top 3 is the 1/1 with guard and ward that costs 2. It's blue. And then we still have 5 reach in our hand.
Nothing will stop
you're
my
dead.
rise.
There's the guy. I think we gotta do this in style. There we go. Alright, we'll be back for a 3rd game. Alright, we are back for a 3rd and final game with Illusory Dagoths. We did see an Illusory Mimic in the last game, and it did kind of win the game. So I guess it's been great so far. What we really want to do is hit the Illusory Dagoth jackpot, where you get a turn 6, or turn 5 even. Hey, kitty. Sorry, I have Selena in my lap. Illusory Mimic with all of the keywords. So that's our goal. We don't have the ring. We're playing against Archer. There's a Mimic. I'm going to keep Mimic. I know why I'm here. Hey, kitty. Got a little giant bat action. So, Milliken has the turn 1 Fighters Guild recruit into the Shadow Lane. We'll try. We will try. I actually really like Ruthless Freebooter in this deck. I just like having a high 2-drop count for a deck like this.
There are ill winds this day.
Yeah. That'll work. I'm gonna play Daggerfall Mage. Yeah.
By the fires
I can play 2 2-drops next turn, including one that removes that, which I think is pretty good. Opponent going full lane change, which is interesting.
Hold them back, Scourge Stumpet. We are spotted.
Yeah, can't punish that really. Sure.
Chaos take you.
Evermore Steward.
I stand ready.
Ruthless
What
Freebooter.
have they been
Shame
keeping
on
safe for this one?
Next turn, Bat and Vanguard should help clean things up.
Honor and blood.
Yep.
I will end you.
Base for 5. Yeah. It's a lot of lane change cards.
You will die, Shakespeare.
Okay, Sarathi Scion. Alright, so let's do it.
The Nords must take back Stormcloak.
This one.
Sheol take you.
And we can Rampaging Minotaur, or we can roll the Illusory Mimic dice. We're grabbing Curses, which is actually better for us. So they're what, an Unstoppable Rage deck and win aggro in the other game? Alternatively, I can drop the Sarathi Scion and the Underworld Vigilante. Nah, we came here to play this one. Ward, and that's it. So we have a Telvos Magister in the top 3 and no other keywords. Oh, that sucks. Illusory Mimic, why are you forsaking me? Sure.
I didn't come here alone.
I wonder if it's a conscription deck. So this is no longer pulling cards, so while they're at 6, we actually want to kill this one if we're killing any of them. So, let's play this.
Bark and birth. This is interesting.
And let's play the one without.
Now for a practical demonstration.
Let's offer the
There's
trade.
only so much that honor can allow.
Underworld Vigilante has a lot of value as a potential way to... Okay, just push more damage. As a potential way to, get stuff out of the Shadow Lane. Alright, well now we have a second one. So we're going to use it because we have the magic to do so. We're going to...
There's nowhere they can hide.
Let's do this. Attack!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
dig for green creatures. There we go. Okay. So we can start gaining back some life. Might just die to Tazcad. That's a card we're gonna have a tough time answering. Giant on this. Okay. For right now, though, we have to play this.
There's nowhere they can hide. The hunter becomes the hunted.
And then I'm just going to giant bat this. Next turn, we can Illusory Mimic and Candlehearth Brawler. There's Tazcad. Into my Tazcad, which is actually not good enough. Let's Mimic. Charge, Drain, Guard, Lethal, Ward. That's a mini Dagoth right there. What do we do? So let's swing into this. Pretty satisfying. Back to 10, and now let's drop a guard in this lane.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
Okay. We need to pivot quickly to winning. We have some reach.
We must protect.
I also have Dagoth coming up. So they're gonna kill my guy. They have a Leaf Lurker. Oh. That might be enough. It's a Clockwork Scorpion. So just removing this isn't enough. That's pretty good, though. Potentially. They're out of curses, right? They've used all 3.
What are your intentions?
Orders?
Okay. There's a lot of ways that we still die here. But...
Oh, I have you now.
I might also draw Dagoth there. Fuck out of here. Okay. We'll be right back for one more, guys. Alright, this is going to be the last one for real. I have to get going after this game. Last game was a little disappointing against the Archer. They just had a whole lot of stuff that made our creature trading combat stuff just not very effective. The good news is that you're not likely to run into anything like that very often, because it's pretty weak against reasonable decks that are popular on the ladder. So this, I really believe this is a very playable deck. Our opponent is Busfarer. Oh, 9. Okay. They are on Scout. I'm going to keep Corner Club and Nord Firebrand. Historically, Scout has a tough time dealing with the Corner Club Gambler. In the Shadow Lane, that is. Looks like we got nothing going on here. We have not drawn a whole lot of 2-drops.
I'll
Sure.
scout ahead.
Rapid Shot, one of very few actions in the deck. Alright, there's a 2-drop. And I will play the 2-drop in the field.
If I fall, the hist will.
My plan for Corner Club Gambler is Shadow Lane because of Territorial Viper and the Ring of Magicka. And I think I discard Rapid Shot, actually. Even though Nord Firebrand is of a limited value, I don't think Rapid Shot is going to win me any games against Scout. Yeah. This is that deck. It's Telos Magister.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Let's get rid of the Firebrand. I think that the more I think about it, the more the opportunity to cycle Rapid Shot just seems too good to me. We do have Hands of Dagoth. We haven't seen those yet today. Obviously that card's just a beating. Now, barring Crushing Blow, and sometimes Mummify, but barring Crushing Blow, it will be okay.
Back off, dry skin.
Huh. Okay, well there's Goblin Skull, another Rapid Shot, and Nevermore Steward. I could...
You bet on the wrong
I don't
side.
think I care about this. So, Evermore
What are your
Steward,
intentions?
Goblin Skulk. And we're left with a control hand.
Death.
Oh, this one for 4, that's fine.
I do not fear death.
Okay, Rapid Shot, gonna be pretty useful here, I guess.
The hist shall heal you.
Sure. Another Skulk. So let's Rapid Shot this. Another Corner Club
Do
Gambler.
not vex me.
Huh.
You bet on the wrong
Waiting
side.
Gambler. Get our dude. And we just take this off the board and we play for a longer game. We know they're going to reanimate bats. Which actually, in some ways, I think really incentivizes us to keep our life total higher. Yeah, so that process is about to begin. Oh, it's Drain Vitality. Okay, so they have 2 level 3 Drain Vitalities in their deck now, so we'll split lanes since that only hits 1 lane now. Giant bat of our own. I got a couple different options. Rapid Shot for no value into Gambler into Skulk. Or just Gambler into Skulk, discarding Firebrand.
You bet
Actually, that
on
seems
the
okay.
wrong side. Care to make a friendly wager?
In deference to level 3 Drain Vitality. Splitting lanes a little bit. Level 3 Drain Vitality won't kill Corner Club Gambler. We really need it to go off, though, because we need some more gas. And then we're just going to start beating down. Ramp Scout. Classic Ramp Scout. Now, we did put this in a place where it could get killed by a Spire Overlord. That is honestly not a card I expected to see. So this is just a hardcore Ramp Scout. Okay, Daggerfall Mage, Redoran Battle Spear, Ash Berserker. Alright.
You
dare too
You
much.
bet on the wrong side. You bet on the wrong side.
Don't really care about level 3 Drain Vitality anymore. It's way too early for them to... Red Brahmin's a thing that could happen. They have 2 of them.
On the hot.
Or not.
The forest is my cloak.
Deflurper. Card draw guy. Murkwater Witch. Do I want to use a 0 value rapid shot to connect for 2 and rally? I would have 2... Well, actually, let's Nord Firebrand into this.
Let's do this. Finest of all to eat.
And rally
bet on the
twice.
wrong
Try to hit the
side.
Ash Berserker.
Now for a Here's how it's practical done. demonstration.
There we go. Solid. We have 5 charge damage in hand. Another Drain Vitality. Yep.
On the hot.
So we've seen all 3 Drain Vitalities in the first 10 turns.
Oh, I have you now.
Now they can actually swing at us pretty safely because we don't have any
The
prophecies.
hist.
Okay. Well, let's see what we can cycle into. There's another Ash Berserker. I could play this Rapid Shot. More charge damage. So leave me with 6, and I can play Tel'Vos Magister. Draw a card.
The Nords must take back Stormcloak.
Poke at my opponent. I don't expect to
We
die.
can help one another.
The Tel'Vos isn't great, but it does mean we'll draw something else. We have 5 charge damage still.
You must be cleansed.
Eventually they'll just have too much stuff on the board for me to be able to beat. If we get him to 8, Dagoth isn't out. It might be the right play, actually, just to Tel'Vos Ash Berserker again.
Do my
Okay. You can hit me for 6.
For the hist.
Just clearing stuff off. Leaving the face ward in place could be relevant, actually. If they put another guard over here, we're going to start to have
The
serious
hist
problems.
shall heal you.
It's a Tree Minder. Okay. Probably should have killed the Stormcloak Vanguard. They're running Murkwater Witches. Okay. So I can hit for 5, put him down to 4. That leaves me with 3 Magicka to play Daggerfall Mage.
for Ulfric Stormcloak.
Because this has 5 toughness, Daggerfall Mage would survive an Odiving. On the other hand, I could just dump this. Oh, but I can't dump that. What about 2 Daggerfall Mages and a Stormcloak Battalion?
Orders.
By the fires of oblivion. By the fires of oblivion.
Red Brahmin would be bad for us. They have 16 damage on board. This is, I think, the stickiest damage that I can put on the board right now, though. Looks like they're going face. They're hovering over their guy. Alright. Sultan.
Read.
Okay. Preserve the roots. Greybeard Mentor for Solitaire. For Bat. So they will go to 11, 12.
Reverse.
4, so they're gaining 4. I'm only, so I'm not killing them. Is I guess the bottom line here. Okay. Yeah, there's the bat. Okay, with this freebooter.
Death.
I own a giant bat. Still pushing the damage.
You cannot hide.
Goblin Skulk. So how much life can I gain? Jesus. Okay, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And not enough magic to do anything else. Would it be better to... So if I swing this in, pay 7, I can... Leaves me with 4. I gain 5. And I play another giant bat. And I take 8 on the crackback after gaining 7. After gaining 5. So I'm at 17. Take 8, I go to 9. And they have no way to kill their bat. No bats in the discard pile. Yeah, that's probably the most intelligent move.
Sheol take you.
Okay, giant Tome of Alteration. Halal Sharpshooter's great here. Holy crap.
On it. I
Not
only
gonna give him any
need
chance to kill this. Okay, got him to 11. Still have 6 charge damage in hand. 6 damage on board. No dead giant bats.
You cannot hide.
Still swinging. Red Barman.
Storm is no match for mine.
This could be lethal. It's Mini Dig Author! 7. Yeah, that's exact lethal.
gall and pox.
What a way to end the video! Killing a scout with giant bats and Mini Dig Author. Alright guys, I will see you all on the ladder.